Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. I finally got this episode 3 season. What season we on? Oh, season number 8, and it's called Blessings Not Baggage Teen Mom OG recap and review. Thank you guys for your patience. I will be up to date after this Thursday, okay, because your video will be posted up tomorrow for the newest episode, and then by next week I will be back on track finally. Okay, hope you guys are having a wonderful summer so far, and I know I am. But anyway, let's get right on into the review. So we start the review with Cheyenne. Well, now that Cory's moved on and he has a girlfriend, Taylor, she's decided to move on and find herself a guy, and they have this picture of some dude. He's good looking. She got good taste, I will say that. So Cheyenne says that her gentleman friend, because I don't think she said his name, lives in Baltimore, Maryland, but he visits a lot. That's a long ride. Aren't they in California or something like that? I mean, Baltimore is like literally, I feel like it's right next door to New York, but California, that is far. But long distance can work if you make it work. So Kyle is here with Cheyenne's stepdad David, and she said, and Cheyenne's there too. And Kyle says to David, "Have you heard that Cheyenne has a new bae?" Okay, and he said, "I heard there's an interest." Cheyenne's over there trying to act coy, like she's shy. Girl, you had a baby. Stop trying to act shy. Okay, you wasn't shy when you was having that baby though. So Kyle says to Cheyenne, "Well, tell us about him." And Cheyenne says that she went out with the girls. He had a man bun. And so Cheyenne says that her and the guy, they just started hanging out, and now they're still hanging out. So Kyle asks Cheyenne, how does this guy feel about Ryder? And basically Cheyenne was saying that, she let him know maybe numerous times, I don't know, that she has a child and all this stuff. And after a while he was like, okay, I get it, you have a baby. So obviously it doesn't bother him. So just like last year, Cheyenne says that she's, she's kind of hesitant bringing him in the mix because she feels like she has so much baggage. And let me tell you something. Single moms, we tend to think that we have so much baggage that there wouldn't be a man out there, or a woman if that's what you prefer, but there wouldn't be a person out there for us. And when I tell you there is an individual that is willing to accept every situation, every situation imaginable. All right, I remember watching a True Life. I forgot which True Life it was. I think it might have been True Life, I Have a Lot of Siblings or something like that. And there was a man who came in the mix, and I promise you, were there 14 kids, or am I overstating it? Well, anyway, it was a lot of children, and this man came into that home, and he was still willing to marry the mom. Just keep being your wonderful self, and you will attract a wonderful person. And then Kyle says to Cheyenne, talking about she got baggage, that it's not baggage, it's blessings. Oh joy, and his name is Matt. We have another Matt on the show. I hope he's not as horrible as the other Matt. I don't think anybody could top him though. So the next scene is Catelyn's scene, and she says she's due in about 2 weeks, but she could have the baby at any time. So Catelynn goes on to say that even though the both of them, Tyler and her, are concerned about Butch's sobriety, they still want the entire family to be a part of the baby's birth. So Tyler gets on the phone and he calls Butch, and he says, hey, I don't know why you had to go into so much detail. He went into so much detail telling Butch how dilated she was and how effaced, like he knows what that means even though he's had kids. But anyway, like he remembers. Tyler proceeds to invite Butch to the birth. So Butch says he only has $40 to his name. I know where all your money went, but I'm gonna leave it alone. And Tyler says, don't even worry about that. We just want you to be here. And then Butch goes on to say that he's never been in the free world when any of his grandchildren were born, which is really sad. He says, tell Kate and Nova that I love them. Catelynn says, after Butch has hung up the phone to Tyler, that, when I had Carly, the whole crew was in there with us. And, when I had Nova, my mom was in the room, and she says she thinks it would be nice if only her and Tyler would be in the room. So why'd you call Butch? I guess just to be at the hospital, not necessarily in the room. Okay, I get it. Okay, so now Tyler and Kate, they're on the bed, and Nova is so cute, saying how she loves her baby sister already. And Kate says that she went to the doctor and the baby's already head down, and they're so excited. So we're excited. We want to see the baby. I already saw the baby, but I'm just saying. So the next scene is Macy's scene, and Macy says that Ryan has been in jail for 3 weeks. It's been really rough on Bentley, and she says she knows that it's been tough for Ryan's family as well. So we're here with Larry and Jen, and they're talking, and Jen asks Larry, so what's going on? And he said, with Ryan? Larry goes on to say that he hopes this has really humbled Ryan big time. And I know you guys have this hope, and you can't give up hope, and you cannot just give up on your family members, so I have nothing bad to say. You know, you can't give up hope when it's somebody that you love and you want them to succeed. If you truly love them, you don't give up on them. So Jen goes on to say that, you know, this time I wasn't bawling my eyes out. It's 90 days. It's not that long. And then Larry goes on to say that, you know, Mackenzie was crying a couple days ago. Jen said, why? And Larry said he doesn't know. And I just can't find any sympathy inside. I mean, I'm sorry, but I just can't find any sympathy for Mackenzie. I feel sympathy for the baby. Well, Larry goes on to say that, you know, Mackenzie just had a rough day. It was just one of those days, and maybe that's why she was crying. So anyway, Larry goes on to say that he can't wait to see Ryan, but he's never going to the jail. And Jen was like, I'm not going to the jail either, period, point blank. Okay, neither one of them trying to go to jail. I ain't trying to visit nobody in jail either. So now we're here with Macy and Taylor and their beautiful family. And they really have a beautiful family. So Macy is saying that, you know, she's very frustrated with the Ryan situation, but she cannot focus on that right now because she's noticed that Maverick is starting to stutter. So Macy says that she's really concerned because it could be a symptom of a serious condition. Taylor asks Macy, so what are you doing? Because she was over here researching online. Macy says she's looking, you know, she's basically researching. And Taylor says that, yeah, Maverick's stutter has gotten worse. So, you know, they've both noticed an issue and a problem. And of course, the little guy's gonna end up in the doctor, because when you have an issue with your child, that's the first place you're supposed to take a kid. So Taylor asks Macy, what are you finding online? And she says stuttering can be caused with a problem with the child's tongue, a hearing loss, a learning disability, etc. So Taylor says, well, let's go see a specialist then. And then he says, you know, the earlier they find out, the better. So we're here with Amber. So Leah is here playing cards with Gary and Christina. And then Leah says, my mom texted me. She told me she was in LA. And then Christina says, what is she in LA for? And Gary said, I think she said something about needing to be out there for work or something like that. So now we're here with Amber with her narration. And she says she's been doing better managing her mood swings. She's not doing that jujitsu, or what was it that what was it that Amber was doing last year, girl? I forgot. But she was doing some kind of karate chopping or something last year to help with the mood swings, I think she said. Okay, Amber says she's back in LA to do press for the show. So David asks Amber, what do you guys have going on while you guys are here? So Amber goes on to say that she has about 6 or 7 different meetings. So Amber goes on to say that while she's in town, she wants to hang out with Cory and Cheyenne. Okay, Cory is not with Cheyenne, so that's kind of weird, but whatever. So Amber goes on to say that Cory said some things about me on social media. And as usual, Miss Thing has to confront. Girl, you can't just hear stuff and just let it go. Golly, you know how much stuff I let go that people say to me and do to me? I just let stuff go, just roll off my back. Girl, just let it go. Every battle is not worth fighting. So Amber says, Cory said some things about her when she wanted to leave the show. Okay, and that was a long time ago. Okay, I don't even know why you're still dwelling on it. So they show a screenshot of Cory basically said of Amber needs to know what she signed up for. The network is not making you say something. They're not telling you what to say. And honestly, okay, maybe they are sometimes, you know, coaxing them to redo scenes and things that have happened in their lives. I know they have done that in the past where they've made people redo stuff. What he said was not all that bad to be confronting him. So I don't understand, but Amber, you're annoying, okay? You're annoying. That's why I don't like you, because you're annoying. So anyway, I forgot who called who. I'm going to say Amber called Cheyenne, okay? Or I don't know who called who. But anyway, they're talking, and Cheyenne is like, I heard you was in LA. And Amber's like, yeah, I want to, meet up with you, whatever. And they're gonna bring both kids. And then Amber's like, yeah, I'm gonna need Cory to be there too. She really trying to act thugged out, and it's annoying, okay? Cory is not with Cheyenne. Why would he need to come on an event out with her? She ain't his girl. Anyway, This is annoying. Amber's annoying, and I'm not going to spend, and when they do meet up, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about it because Amber irks my ever-loving soul. I'm really sorry to tell everybody, but you know, it's very hard to do these reviews because I try to be unbiased, but when people irk me and annoy me, I just don't even want to talk about them, okay? I will, but I really have a tough time spending too much time on their segments. So yeah, Amber was like, yeah, I'm going to need to see Cory in person. Like, she gonna smack somebody, she gonna beat somebody up. Girl, cut it out. So we're here with Macy's scene, but we're here with Mackenzie and her friend Christian. And Christian asks, and this is a girl, not a guy. Christian asks Mackenzie, how have you been doing and stuff? I know you've been alone for the last little bit. Mackenzie says, I think people don't realize that Ryan's been arrested 3 times. You couldn't count to 3? Because she was sitting there acting like he'd been arrested 13 or 14 times, that it was hard for her to count to 3. But okay, I'm not surprised, Mackenzie. So she says, you know, Ryan's been arrested 3 times, and what they don't understand is that I've been there every single time. Well, Mackenzie, are you supposed to be getting accolades? Are we supposed to be giving you accolades, Scooby snacks? I don't know, Welch's fruit snacks. I don't know what you want from us. I don't know if you want us to feel sympathy for you, knowing that you went in with your eyes wide open. I'm not understanding what you're expecting from us, Mackenzie. Because if you're expecting sympathy, you're not going to get it, especially not from me, especially not from the people on my channel, because we all watched you. We watched you in the car. It's as vivid as yesterday. And I couldn't believe it. And that was one hell of a review. If you guys ever decide to go back, and don't ask me where it was, y'all can go Google it and find out what season and what episode, but I did review that. And it was just unbelievable. Even to this day, it's just unbelievable that you still married a man who you knew was high. And now you want to sit here and act like we're supposed to feel guilty or feel sad for you because you've been there every single time. You chose to be there every single time, because I told you. Okay, I'm not going to continue to be in a relationship with somebody who keeps getting locked up. Whether I have a child with you, whether I'm scared to be a single mom, whether I'm scared to be out of this relationship, if you keep making the same mistakes over and over again, eventually you're going to lose me, okay? So Mackenzie says, I have watched Ryan get put in handcuffs 3 times, and that was your stupid 3-time problem. You could have left after the first time, or better yet, you could have never married him and you wouldn't be dealing with any of this. So Christian says to Mackenzie, that's not the kind of record that you want. And Mackenzie has the nerve to say it's torture. Girl, it's self-inflicted torture because you decided to do this. You decided to get involved with all of this. So if it's torture that you decided to inflict on yourself. And then Mackenzie says that it was sad because Ryan had to go around back and take out Jagger and say to Jagger, I'm sorry, kid, but I gotta go. And she's acting like this all happened and she had no idea that any of this was going to happen. You know what, Mackenzie? Just shut up. So Christian says to Mackenzie, you handle stuff a lot better than I would. Me too, girl, because I don't have much. I mean, I have patience, but I ain't got that much patience. Not for no 3 times arrested. Mackenzie says, well, I went freaking postal. So I don't know what she's going on and on about, but I don't care about her little story that Mackenzie's telling right now. She's annoying me with every breath that she takes to say a word. So Mackenzie's story was basically her having it out with the jail lady because she had the baby with her and they want the baby's birth certificate, all that jazz. So Christian asks Mackenzie, how often are you allowed to visit? And Mackenzie says that she's actually allowed to visit every day if she wants, but she hasn't visited Ryan in jail for about 2 weeks now. So then Christian said, is there any reason? And Mackenzie says that she just thinks it's gross. Like, I wouldn't want to go to the jail either. I'm telling y'all right now. I wouldn't want to go there either, especially not with my baby. My baby? Definitely not going down there with my baby. So then Mackenzie says, I don't want to go through this again. And Christian says to her, well, what can you do to stop it from happening? What do you think? You can't control nobody. And Mackenzie's like, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing she can do. Ryan has to want to stop, basically. So the next scene is Cheyenne's scene. She says that it's Cory's weekend with Ryder, but they both agreed to take Ryder to her first soccer game together. Cheyenne says that she's been respecting Cory's boundaries since he got with Taylor, but there's still some things that she thinks her and Cory should do with Ryder together. All right, so Cheyenne drops her phone, probably dropped it on purpose. I'm surprised she ain't been down in front of Cory, but backside up, but I'm just saying. So anyway, she drops her phone, Cory picks it up, and Cory jokes and says, your boyfriend Matt, he texted you. Cheyenne, you know darn well you don't need the sound up on the notifications when you get a text message. I take back what I said, because Cheyenne be doing some stuff she don't have to do. So Cory says, who is Matt? A new prospect? And Cheyenne says, don't worry about it. And then Cheyenne says, it's none of your business. And Cory's over here like, already? Basically teasing her. All right, so apparently the stepdad David and her mom, I forgot her name, went to the soccer game too. Cory gets in the car, and Cheyenne says, I'll call you or whatever. And now she's like, oh, brother. And her mom is like, what happened? And Cheyenne's like, Cory picked up my phone and saw, and was like, who's that? Who's Matt? Your new boyfriend? Girl, you dropped that phone in front of him on purpose for him to pick it up. We're here with Cory and Jose and Ryder, and they're in some kind of eatery. Seta Bena, I forgot the name of it. Anyway, Cory says to Jose, I think Cheyenne's dating somebody new. Kind of quick, but whatever. So Cory kisses up to God and gives him thanks that Cheyenne had somebody, and then Jose says, will that help you out with you and Taylor? And he says, absolutely yes. So Jose said, how did you find out? And Cory says, well, her phone dropped and somebody named Matt texted her, and they were like hearts and kisses or whatever by his name. Jose was like, quote, her phone dropped. Okay, quote, air quotes, of course, because that was on purpose. And anyway, Jose says, do you think that she, kind of jumped into this because of you and Taylor? And Cory says, maybe she felt the pressure to get into a relationship with somebody else. So Cory goes on to say, hopefully Cheyenne will be willing to talk to Taylor now, and then Taylor can start being around Ryder. So the next scene is Catelyn's scene. She says that her doctor says that if her labor doesn't start soon, they can induce her in a few days. They said that she says that her and Tyler have been trying to arrange travel for Butch, but he's been MIA. Nobody knows where he is. So this is the first time you've been out in the free world for one of your grandchildren, and you're missing in action. You know what, Butch? I have no more words. I really don't. So he says that he's reached out to his dad. He's not getting any response. Catelynn said the same thing. So Catelynn said the last thing she said to Butch was, the ball is in your court. If you want to come, let me know. So Catelynn says she basically just thinks that it's messed up, because she's like, if any of my kids were having a kid, she'd be there. But Catelynn, and I was getting ready to say the same thing until Tyler said it. He said, but we're not drug addicts, and we can't presume to know the mind of a drug addict unless we've actually been a drug addict. They're thinking about themselves and that high. They're not thinking about anything else. And then Tyler says, there's a lot of things that my dad did that we would never do. And Catelyn's like, that's true. So I'm assuming this is the next day, and Catelynn woke up with contractions, so it seems that the baby's coming. So they're rushing off to the hospital. Nova is so cute, and you know how little kids are. They're very unaware that she's like, what's going on? What's wrong with the baby? And now they show a scene, and the baby has been born. I saw Catelyn's dad there, and I saw Tyler's mom, Kim. Amber was there when the baby was born, and the baby is absolutely beautiful. As we already know, the baby's name is Veda Luna, and I don't know where they got that first name from, but congratulations. I know I'm late. I already gave it congratulations on Twitter. Oh my gosh, how adorable when Tyler and Catelynn were kissing the baby at the end of that scene. I teared up a little bit, okay? So the next scene is Macy and Taylor. They're taking Maverick to the specialist right now, and Taylor's like, are you nervous? Asking Macy, and Macy's like, I just want someone who knows what they're talking about to tell me what's going on. So the next scene is Amber's scene, and she says today she has a full day of press for the show. Amber goes on to say that even though it's been a long day, she still wants to really meet up with Andrew's friend, Flynn. So they hang out for a minute with Flynn. Did Flynn just come from work or something? Or anyway. So now they're on the way back, and Amber says she just wants to get back to the hotel with James. The babysitter's there, and it's around 5:13 p.m. at this time, and they're in the car. This isn't at all awkward in the car. Amber asks Andrew, how long is this going to take for us to get over here, to get where we need to go? And Andrew says about 20 minutes. So Amber asks him, how far away are we? And Andrew says about 20 minutes. At that time, it was 5:30. So they're in the car, and it's like the most awkward silence I've ever heard in my life, and it's hilarious. I'm really sorry, but it's funny. It's something funny about it to me. So Andrew takes off his coat because he says he's hot. Andrew, you're always hot and you're always sweaty. Okay. So Andrew, I don't know where he got this cold drink, but he reached in the back of the car and he reached back there for some cold drink. I don't know where he got it from. And Amber's like, oh my gosh, dude, are you serious? And then Amber asks him, is this a joke? And she's like, well, it's about to spill on me, so why didn't you have a cap on there with a straw, Andrew? Golly. So Andrew goes on to say that it's the liver tonic detox or something. And he tells Amber, lighten up. I'm like, first of all, okay, if it's hot in that car, I don't know how it is in that car, but I personally don't like driving for long distances, and I would get annoyed. So I feel like Amber's about to go off, okay? She's definitely about to go off. So then Andrew says, I need to find a gas station. He says, I need to find a gas station to use the bathroom. And Amber's like, oh my gosh, babe. First of all, you know, if you know you're trying to get somewhere and it's going to take 20 minutes, you shouldn't be drinking in the car. Just hold off drinking, because you know drinking is going to make you want to use the bathroom. So far, this trip is already 30 minutes. This was supposed to be a 20-minute trip, and it's already 30 minutes. And then Amber says to Andrew, why did you drink like that, Andrew? Like, honestly, like, come on. This, for some reason, is making me laugh. This is just too funny. So now at this point, it is over an hour, 1 hour and 25 minutes, and they're still not there. And Amber's like, you're in an alley. And she's like, dude, you gonna need to hurry up. I'm not gonna lie, I would be very annoyed if I was in his car right now too. So now Andrew found a back alley parking garage or something, and I assume he's gonna go pee right now. Amber's like, what are you doing? Andrew, you're on video. That's illegal and it's gross. Oh my gosh. So now I think the time said 6:41. So that's like a long darn time. Okay, I ain't gonna keeping track of the time. So then Amber's like, after he gets back in the car, he's like, okay, she's like, how many more minutes from here now? And Andrew says about 15 minutes. Now, this took another 45 minutes. They have been on the road for over 2 hours at this point. Andrew, get your life together, okay? I don't understand why it's taking so long now. I live in New York. Are y'all in New York right now? No, y'all are in LA. So I don't know. It looks like LA, according to the pictures I'm seeing. It looks just like New York traffic, which is horrible. And I don't drive, so I have a lot of nerve. But Andrew, figure it out. That's what Amber said. Amber told Andrew to figure it out, and Andrew, next time, just Uber it, because if you would have Ubered, y'all would have been there 2 hours ago, I guarantee. So the next scene is Catelyn's scene. She says that they're finally heading home from the hospital. It was amazing having the family support them, but she knows that Tyler wished that his father would have come too. All right, so then Nova comes in because everybody's inside now, and Catelyn's holding the baby. I don't know where Nova was, but she was with somebody. Kirthy is sitting here, and she asks, have you guys heard from Butch? And Catelynn says we don't know where he is, and she's worried because it really hurt Tyler. So, Kirthy, you want her to tell her birth story? Girl, we ain't got time for that. I don't have time to be sitting here going through yet another birth story, okay? She got up early in the morning, she had contractions, she went to the hospital, she had a baby, okay? There you go, okay? That's the birth story. So, the next scene is Cheyenne's scene. She says that Cory offered to give her a ride to dinner with Andrew and Amber. And, Cory, you would have been best to just say no thank you, but here we go. Cheyenne says that she knows that Cory has been poking at Amber on social media, so she hopes that he behaves. So then Cory jokes around with Cheyenne and says, what did Matt say? So then Cheyenne goes on to tell Cory that Matt's actually a nice guy. Cory asks her, because they're all in the car at this point, and they're, I guess, headed to dinner. And Cory asks her, does he live in LA? And then after telling him that he's a nice guy, which is not his business, Cheyenne proceeds to tell him about him living in LA. This is actually none of your business. Cory says to Cheyenne he's happy for her, and Cheyenne says, how is everything with you and Taylor? And Cory says it's going well, and he says, speaking of that, you know, I wondered if you maybe can meet up with Taylor next week or something so y'all can talk. So Cheyenne's joking around, and she's just like, what do you want us to talk about, Cory? And Cory's like, that's on y'all and what y'all want to talk about. And Cory says the talk is literally so she can come around and be around Ryder. So Taylor can come around and be around Ryder. And Cory says because it's been a little tough. So anyway, they're joking around, but Cheyenne says when the time comes, we can have a conversation. We can go on a double date. Yeah, that's a terrible idea. I hope she's joking around. I'm pretty sure she's joking around. So they're pretty much doing a lot of joking around here. I'm glad they at least can get along. But Cheyenne asks Cory, is he going to be nice to Amber? He's like, who is Amber? He's trying to act like he don't know who she is. But if you don't know who she is, why are you talking about her then? I don't get it. Anyway. So now we're here with Macy, And Taylor, they've taken Maverick to the speech center, and they have this young doctor, I don't know his name. He's asking about, when did you guys notice the speech delay? All right, so the speech pathologist, Rob, is talking to them and getting all this insight, and then at the end he says, he just seems like a normal kid. He doesn't think that he needs any therapy at this point. All right, I'm wondering what time they eventually got to where they were supposed to be. Anywho, next scene is Amber's scene, and Amber says that they're meeting up with Cory and Cheyenne, and she says she hopes she can talk to Cory and get him to understand her past. Amber, I don't understand why you need to get Cory to understand anything. Who cares? He made these comments like, what, a year ago? And you're still want to talk about them? Or even months ago. Who cares? Only you. Cory! Cory is starting trouble. He is not scared of Amber, okay? He's provoking this chick. So they meet up, they give the fake hugs, and they sit down, and Cory's asking Amber, did you sign your contract for this? Did you sign your team on contract yet? And then Amber's like, you want to play right now? Look, Cory is not scared of you, Amber. In fact, everybody's not scared of you. I don't know why she thinks everybody's scared of her. Nobody's scared of you, girl. So Amber's like, this is what I'm going to say, and I'm just going to leave it after this. But, there's just so many hits you can take online, and I'm over it. I'm over this whole scene. I'm not going to get into anything more she said because she's annoying me right now, okay? So Amber's like, sometimes it's like, I really cannot handle this today. Okay, so turn your computer off, Amber. It's very easy to handle it. Turn the computer off. So Cory wholeheartedly apologizes for what he said and whatever. And I don't know how much he's being authentic, but whatever. So then Cheyenne says, I didn't like the mom comments. And then Cory says, you mean the Taylor comments? And Cheyenne says, yeah. So then Amber's like, who's Taylor? Cheyenne says, Cory's girlfriend. And Amber's like, oh, you got a girlfriend? And then Cory says, yeah, Taylor was on the show Are You the One? And she did X on the Beach with me. So then Cheyenne says to Amber, that's what we're dealing with right now with his dating situation. And then Cory says, well, Cheyenne met a guy. So they're doing this petty back and forth, and I'm over it. I'm really sick and tired of going back and forth with this stupid script, okay? I don't know if it's scripted. Sounds like it. I don't really care. I'm ready to move on. All right, so yakety smackety, they're all friends again. They're toasting cups and they're toasting glasses, and the scene's over, thank God. All right, so we're back with Cheyenne after the break, and she says she's nervous to reach out to Taylor because she hooked up with Cory last year. But they need to have a real relationship if she's going to be around Ryder. So they making some ugly faces, okay? So anyway, we're here at Cheyenne's mom's house, and the whole family's there. And Cheyenne's telling them how they were in the car, and Cory brought up the fact that he wants her to talk to Taylor and all. Margaret, you making a ugly face, okay? I'm gonna need you and Kyle. Y'all need to control y'all faces when y'all on Team Mom OG, okay? I mean, I paused it and this is like one crazy face. Anywho, but she says that basically Cory wanted them to link up because due to the fact that there was some weird air, between the two of them. All right, so I have no idea why Cheyenne's mom, I keep forgetting her name. Is it Margaret? I don't know. But she goes into this spiel about how she wants whoever is in Ryder's life to be of moral sound something or other. And then Kyle also adds her stuff in there. I'm like, first of all, not to remind y'all, but didn't Cheyenne not know who her baby daddy was, which means she slept with more than one person in 1 month? Anyway, okay, all that morality just went out the window. Thank you very much. Who Cory dates, neither one of you two women can predict who he's going to date. And obviously, Cory, you just have to start trusting people. Cory's great with Ryder. I doubt that Cory would be with somebody who was not a good fit for his daughter. I doubt that, as a parent, we're not dating people who we think will be bad. I don't know where the both of them get off saying what type of woman they want around Ryder. That's not up to either one of y'all. That's up to Cory and Cory alone. So then Cheyenne's mom is like, this is our baby. This is Ryder, this is our baby. And like I said, you can't control who Cory dates, so you all need to get over it. So then the mom said it's just hard thinking about Ryder around someone else who's not us. Well, at least you're honest. At least you guys are honest that you're selfish with Ryder. So the next scene is Catelyn's scene, and Tyler says he's kind of bummed that his dad didn't show up for the birth. And then Kim is there, and Kim says, yeah, he's just an idiot. Yeah, okay, alrighty then, Kim. Catelynn said, who, Butch? And then Kim says, I I couldn't care. First of all, I couldn't care less, not I could. Because if you could care less, who cares? Kim says, I could care less if I ever see him in my life ever. Okay, that's the kind of thing you want to say in front of your son, who's obviously hurt that he didn't show up to the baby's birth. What a wonderful thing to say, Kim. So Catelynn says, she repeats her last text again that we already heard, the ball's in your court, yada, yada, yada. And she says he still hasn't responded. And then Tyler said maybe it's really just not that important to him. I'm like, duh, guys, he's an addict. You know what's important to Butch right now? Drugs. Okay? That's what's important to Butch right now. Getting high. So anyway, Kim goes through all the times that Butch was there and Butch wasn't there, which he was never there most of the time. And then has the nerve to say he's here and sober and he didn't show up. Kim, he's not sober. That's why he didn't show up. Hello? Marijuana maintenance. Have we forgotten, folks? And then Kim said, how could you not take advantage of the fact that you were free and sober? Okay, Kim, like I just said. And then she says, F him. And then she says, oops, forgot she was on camera. Yeah, sure you did, girl. You've been having them cameras in front of your face for years. You knew those cameras were there. But I would assume that, after a while, becomes like second nature. So whatever. So basically, Kim, I'm going to spare everyone watching this review and listening to my voice right now. And I'm not going to read your entire letter. All I'm going to say is that, Kim decided she was going to text Butch and try to guilt him into feeling bad. But what you don't understand, Kim, is that he's a freaking drug addict. How am I more understanding of a drug addict and I am not dealing with the drug addict? I don't understand. He only cares about the drug. No matter what you say, it's not going to change. Butch has been on drugs for decades. Maybe he feels guilt. I don't know how they feel, but right now, his only focus is that drug. He doesn't care about your text messages. He doesn't care about your well wishes. He doesn't care about your, how you feel about him. All Butch cares about is his next high. So in addition to what I just said, folks, I'm going to say what she said at the end. She said, she's done with you. You're dead to me. I will continue to pray that you find your self-worth. Girl, you're going to be praying him to hell, because when you don't want to deal with somebody, you're not praying for their good. So let's just be real. Let's just trying to be condescending. She said, Butch, I'm done with you. I wash my hands of you. I wish I never met you. I never knew you, basically. And yeah, that's going to help. That's very productive, Kim. Kim, if you don't go your behind home, go freaking put on your postal uniform, go back to work, because you're annoying. MTV, I've had enough of you and this loud music, okay? Thank God I'm at the end of my review. That is the end of my review. Finally posted this third one up. Your next review for season 8, episode number 4 will be coming up. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.